So here we are in the other garage, and then see if I can get some light on in here. Unplug the sander. Ugh. See what I'm doing here. This is hard, man. Trying to record and do all this stuff at the same time. I got stuff packed up in the rafters. It's crazy. You gotta make room. So here's the car. See it. So these are the two doors. There's a big dinger there. This whole side got side swiped, and that door got messed up. But when I was younger, I remember this car looking pretty nice. And so I'm assuming my grandpa wrecked the car or something happened or someone sideswiped him and a body shop put filler in this door and fixed it, made this look nice at one time. And mind you, this car has been in a couple floods. Like, it's been a foot or two underwater, like 2 or 3 times. The only rust on the whole car is the rocker right there on the passenger side, and the fender and the rocker there, and then the fender on the driver's side looks just like that. But other than that, that's the only rust in the whole car. This whole car has been completely, gutted and stripped. We power washed it inside and out, blew it out really well. The whole inside's been wire wheeled and sealed with PR90 or Pro 10 or whatever. And then it's got cheap Dynomat sound deadener down on it on the roof, and here's some of the interior. I painted all the interior black. It used to be the same color as the car, but I redid these rings, painted them black, made my own door cards, redid the door handles, pulled the dash out. I painted the dash and redid the steering wheel. 3D, I want to say 3D classic printing. Made that radio holder. You can buy it off their website. But yeah, I painted all this, did the headliner, put the headliner in. Ugh. So I didn't realize at first, but the headliner is glued in behind the seal in the front and the rear window. I watched a couple YouTube videos, read a bunch of articles, and that's how I figured all that out. And then this rear seat came out of a 60s something Impala that my dad had back in the day. And when he went and scrapped the car because it was so rusty, he ended up pulling the interior out, a bunch of interior pieces such as the front and rear buckets, the rear seat, a bunch of stuff in the interior dash. He pulled the exhaust, motor, train, rear end, yada yada yada. Crushed the car, got rid of it. And then this stuff sat up in the barn. This rear seat did for 20 years, probably, or more. And I asked my dad, I was like, hey, you still have those seats? And he's like, yeah, why? And I was like, well, I want to pull the upholstery off those frames and put them on the mainline frames because I'm trying to do this on a budget. And at the time, for me, it was hard to try to find interior for this car. And that's why I ended up making the door cards myself. And then I took this interior and wrapped it on these frames. And then this seat came out of the parts car, and it's nice. And I just took a Saddleman seat cover and another seat cover and just wrapped it so you can't see it. It's got a 3-speed on the floor with hearse, I stuck that in here. I took the 3-speed off the column. Put aftermarket gauges up in the dash. One there, and over there. And then that's the original gas gauge, and then the speedometer, and then I stuck the tach in here. It's got a block off plate for the heater and the radio. It never had one. So yeah, you know, cheapest car in the fleet. You know, mainlines I think were like $2,100 new back in '56. It's got a speaker in the dash right there, and then I stuck 2 in the back window over there. Other than that, yeah, that's about it. This is the steering wheel I want to put on the car. Wood handle steering wheel. The horn thing is right here in the glove box. Focus. Parts list I had. Some of the stuff I needed to get done. Bought new seal plates from Dennis Carpenter right along with the door handles, or the crank window and the door popper. The passenger, these doors close so nice. It's so crazy. The passenger rear door, I already kind of redid it. I put the new felts in, and I got new felts in the window here, and then it's got a new seal in the back corner glass, and then this felt run channel in this bar, instead of pulling it out and doing rivets and all that other good stuff and buying the drive bars, whatever you want to call them, I just bought felt with glue on one side, and I just 2-inch wide stuck it over this, took the glass and pushed it in there really good, and once I got it nice and seated in there how I liked it, then I came back with a razor blade and trimmed it off. So that's got new felt in it. So those little clips that are on the track that ride in those grooves for the window, pretty much regulator to push the window up and down, those little metal things. It's got like a metal piece and a ring and a spring and a clip. I need to get those in plastic because that's why they squeak. I've got a wire brush in there. I've greased them. I've tried everything. Took it all apart. I had this door completely blown apart. I can't get them to stop squeaking. It's just, I need to get the plastic versions, I think. But yeah, this is, I need to turn my camera on. But yeah, I stuck the felt in there and just used the glass to push it in. And then I took a razor blade along the edge and just sheared the edge of the felt off. Did all the windlace and kick panels in here too. I did all the wiring in this car. So I bought a universal wiring harness, and then none of them are pinned, and you can pin them yourself for how many like things you want to like set up in the fuse block. But this car has only got like 6 or 7 fuses in it. Put an aftermarket blinker switch like in here like this. Key's got to be on. We'll come up here and I'll show you guys the motor. So this is the parts, or whoa, it's kind of showing blue, but it's actually teal. This is teal hood. So the doors that I painted that in my other garage, they were teal like this, and they came off the same car this hood came off of. The hood that was on this car was actually a custom line hood. I want to say a 55 or something like that. It didn't fit quite right, and then it didn't have this hood emblem on it, and I wanted the actual hood that was supposed to be on here. So I found this hood and I found those doors. I got some fenders, but the fenders aren't in very good shape. These are actually better shape, no, even though they have a bunch of dents up on top of here from people like tossing tires and or rims up on here when the car was sitting out in the pasture, just random stuff. So like you can see where the horses and cows chewed on the fenders and crap, you know. But yeah, I want to get some better fenders. This hood, I want to strip it. I gotta paint it. Oh. But yeah, this is. Hopefully, I can open it with my. Ow. There's not much room in this garage. But I put aluminum radiator in it. These manifolds were on this engine in the custom line. I painted the valve covers this color. They're like supposed to be a silver or whatever. It's got a Top Street Performance HEI distributor and coil in it. I put V-bands on my clamp, so that's a 2 1/4 V band to 2.5 inch, and then it goes down to 2.5 all the way at the back. This car's got 2.5 inch exhaust with some glass packs on it. They go over the rear axles, and then 45 right behind the back tires. It's got a 1-wire alternator, Chevy alternator on it. They like all my washers for spacers. I haven't got that far to make a spacer yet, but fuel pressure regulator. I took a stock battery mount tray and modified it. Took this little shoulder off so I could stick a modern wide battery on it. And then just used the existing holes here, and then I had this off another battery tray and I just used it. Made it work. This is my fuse relay for my fan. And then this is the resettable fuse from the key on to the fan. And I have a Jack Daniels bottle down here as a coolant overflow. Mechanic wired to the firewall, or the heater core support. It's got the death pod, but I'm saving up money to get a brake booster and get a brake booster. I'm gonna get a dual master cylinder and a front disc conversion kit for this thing. Manual steering. It's just a sweet wire block. It's got the old flexi hose on the bottom. I haven't found the right hose for the bottom yet, so it is what it is. I put it's got a 12-inch, 4-inch tall with a dirt track dome top air cleaner lid on it. And then it's got a dirt track pre-filter cover on it. That's what this black thing is. I just did that because I just like the look. It was like a look I was going for. Oh. But yeah, this thing fires right up. Sounds nice. Everyone's gonna say, don't run those clamps. I've never had a problem with these yet. I clamp them, they stay clamped. I like all the little extra spots you can put stuff like that on. starter down there. So back to the car. So this side's messed up. Well, the rear quarter also got messed up a little bit. The lower did, right down here. It's like they sideswiped a pole or something. I don't know. But it's also, you can see all the low spots where it got dinged and dent. I'm going to try to work them out. I bought some metalworking tools. I'm going to try to work them out better. And this lower quarter, all of this right here is lead filler. This is all lead filler. All this shiny stuff, it's all lead. So I'm just going to sand what I can and kind of blend it in, and then I'm going to skim all the rest of this with filler and blend it all in and fix this lower quarter, and then I'm going to do the same here. I'm going to work that out as best I can, and I'm going to skim it, sand it, primer those areas, and then take the rear tail lights out. This is where reverse lights would be, but it's got block offs on it. But I'm going to take all this out. I'm going to pull the trunk lid off, and I'm going to scuff the whole rear quarter, and we're going to repaint. I'm going to tape everything off and repaint the whole rear quarter, both sides. And then this needs another coat. You can see tiger stripes. I got to do another coat, good coat the other way on it. But other than that, I'm not worried about that. But yeah, so these two doors will be painted already. And then I'll do this. This will get painted. And then the driver's side is actually really nice. Like the whole car is. The patina is pretty cool. I took that stainless steel trim off so I can scuff the rear quarter. And then here's the front door. So I'm going to scuff these doors and just kind of shoot them. Both of them. And then once I'm going to take this door back apart, take all that back out. I'm going to scuff the door down, paint it, and put all this stuff all back on it. Same thing with the front door. Take it all apart, paint it, scuff it, paint it, and then I'll rebuild it and put all my new seals in it. The only thing that will be left will be the rockers, the front cowl, and the front clip in the hood. And but once I get the rest of the car done, except for the front clip and the rockers, I'm going to mask the roof off, and we're going to paint it white. And I'm going to have them put like the same finish in it. So it's got the same finish as the blue, but it's going to have a white top. Yeah, I can't wait to get the car done. It cruises, but it only goes 50 miles an hour with this rear end that I have in here. It's got all new brake lines, stainless steel brake lines in it. It's got a new fuel tank. Exhaust comes up and over the rear end. Go to the other side here. Exhaust comes up over the rear end and then down. It's got V-bands everywhere. So like this whole rear tail section is its own piece. There's a V-band there in front of the muffler and one behind it. And the V-bands on the muffler are both the same. So you can actually flip this whatever direction you want. Because if you look inside the glass pack, one way is baffled and the other way is not. Oh, my battery's dying. So my light just turned off. That's great. But you get what I'm saying. New U-bolts, all that good stuff, new shocks. So yeah, little by little. And once it gets nicer, you guys will see more of the car, and it won't be in this dungeon garage where I can actually do it outside. But this is the car for now. Hope you guys enjoy and like the videos. I hope to get to do this stuff more. I'm not a good video type person. I've kind of wanted to do videos on this. I've been working on this thing for over a year. And friends, I guess some friends are like, dude, you should video this stuff and put it on YouTube. People would watch it because there's not very much like videos on old cars like this. And I was like, yeah, I guess. Like, I did a lot of research to figure out all this stuff. I've been working on cars majority of my life. I've been around cars since I was a little kid. My dad's been always hot rodding on cars and whatnot. And he went to Votech school when he was younger. But anyways, that's what caught my interest with vehicles. So the knowledge of vehicles, I have it. It's just the way to do things with these old cars, like how they did it. And I'd never even heard of a Y block until I started messing with this car. I didn't even know what a Y block was. And then I hear to find out the engineer that actually engineered the Y block engineered the small block Chevy. That's why the heads are offset just like a small block Chevy. There's a lot of similarities. But it's just crazy. It's just pretty cool. And then I watch Hot Rod Reverend a lot. And then Tim McMaster. I found all them from like doing research on this car. Uh, yeah, I like doing this stuff. This is pretty cool, seeing this transformation on this car. So I hope you guys enjoy. See you next time. I'm out.